Dragons come in many shapes and sizes, but just how many different types are there? Welcome to How Many Different Types of Dragons Are There?, where we explore the fascinating diversity of these mythical creatures. From the classic fire-breathing European dragon to the serpentine Asian dragon, each type of dragon has its unique characteristics and origins. References to dragon-like creatures can be traced back to ancient times. One of the earliest mentions appears in the Epic of Gilgamesh, circa 2100 BCE, although these early depictions evolved over time into the more recognizable European dragon during the medieval period. European dragons are typically depicted as large, fearsome creatures with 4 legs and powerful wings. They are often shown breathing fire and are associated with great strength and wisdom. These dragons are frequently guardians of treasures or sacred sites, symbolizing power and often appearing as formidable adversaries in legends and stories. Their appearance varies slightly across different regions, but the common traits of wings, 4 legs, and fire-breathing abilities remain consistent. Wyverns are predominantly found in European folklore, especially in the myths and heraldry of medieval England and France. Wyverns first appeared in medieval Europe around the 11th century, often depicted in heraldic symbols and literature. Wyverns are distinguished from traditional dragons by their 2 legs and 2 wings, making them appear more serpent-like. They often have a barbed tail and are sometimes depicted as venomous, adding to their fearsome reputation. Their abilities include flying and, in some stories, venomous bites or stings, making them formidable creatures in their own right. Drakes are found in European mythology and have also become prominent in modern fantasy literature. References to drakes appear in medieval European texts, though the term has evolved and expanded in modern fantasy contexts. Drakes are often depicted as wingless dragons, possessing 4 legs and many traditional dragon-like features such as scales, claws, and a powerful tail. Known for their immense strength, drakes are primarily earthbound creatures, relying on their physical prowess rather than the ability to fly. Their lack of wings differentiates them from other dragon types, emphasizing their role as strong, terrestrial predators in various myths and stories. Lindworms first appeared in medieval European folklore around the 13th century, with numerous tales featuring these serpent-like creatures. Lindworms are typically depicted as serpent-like dragons with 2 legs and no wings. They have elongated bodies similar to snakes, often covered in scales, and sometimes possess a pair of small, clawed forelimbs. Unlike traditional dragons, Lindworms lack wings and are more closely associated with the earth. Their abilities often include burrowing and a potent bite, making them formidable creatures in the legends where they appear. Their appearance and abilities highlight their distinct nature from the more commonly known 4-legged winged dragons. Descriptions of Amphipteres date back to medieval Europe, around the 12th century, where they appear in various bestiaries and mythological texts. Amphipteres are depicted as winged serpents without legs. This distinguishes them from traditional dragons, which typically have legs and wings. Amphipteres often have a more bird-like appearance in some depictions, with feathered wings and a serpentine body. Their abilities are primarily related to flight, given their winged nature, and they are often associated with speed and agility in the air. The absence of legs sets them apart from other dragon types, emphasizing their unique place in European mythological traditions. The Hydra first appears in ancient Greek texts, such as Hesiod's Theogony, circa 700 BCE. The Hydra is depicted as a multi-headed water dragon, most famously known for its regenerative abilities. For every head cut off, 2 more would grow in its place. This makes the Hydra an exceptionally difficult adversary to defeat. Additionally, the Hydra is known for its venomous breath, which could kill with its poisonous fumes. Unlike traditional dragons, which often have a singular head and breathe fire, the Hydra's multiple heads and regenerative capabilities make it a unique and formidable monster in Greek mythology. Asian dragon myths date back to ancient times, with Chinese dragon legends dating as far back as 5000 BCE. Asian dragons are typically depicted as long, serpentine creatures with 4 legs and no wings. They are closely associated with water, weather, and agricultural prosperity, often seen as bringers of rain and fertility. Unlike traditional European dragons, which are often portrayed as malevolent and destructive, Asian dragons are generally considered benevolent and wise. They are revered as powerful and auspicious symbols in their respective cultures, embodying strength, good fortune, and harmony with nature. Worms appear in various legends and folklore from medieval Europe, with numerous tales describing these serpent-like creatures. Worms are typically depicted as large, serpent-like creatures without wings. They are known for their enormous size and sometimes possess toxic breath. Unlike traditional dragons, which have wings and often multiple limbs, worms have a more snake-like appearance, emphasizing their elongated bodies and slithering movements. Their abilities often include constriction and venom, making them fearsome predators in the legends where they appear. The worm's lack of wings and more reptilian form distinguish them from other dragon types in European mythology. Salamanders first appeared in medieval bestiaries around the 12th century. Salamanders are often depicted as fire-dwelling lizards. They are believed to be immune to fire and capable of extinguishing flames, a trait that sets them apart from other mythical creatures. Unlike traditional dragons, which are typically large and often breathe fire, salamanders are smaller in size and have a specific association with fire. Their ability to survive and even thrive in flames makes them unique among dragon-like creatures in medieval European mythology. The first mentions of Tatzelwurms date back to Alpine folklore around the 16th century. Tatzelwurms are serpent-like creatures with the face of a cat and sometimes small forelimbs. They are known for their elusive nature, often hiding in remote mountainous areas. Unlike traditional dragons, Tatzelwurms have unique facial features and a limb structure that sets them apart. Their combination of reptilian and feline characteristics, along with their small size compared to traditional dragons, makes them a distinctive creature in the folklore of the Swiss and Alpine regions. Knuckers first appear in English legends dating back to the medieval period. Knuckers are water dragons that dwell in water-filled pits known as knucker holes. They are characterized by their aquatic abilities and predatory nature. Unlike traditional dragons, which are often depicted as living in caves or guarding treasures in high places, knuckers are specifically associated with water habitats. Their abilities include swimming and ambushing prey from their watery lairs, making them formidable and elusive creatures in English folklore. The Tarasque first appears in medieval French folklore around the 12th century. The Tarasque is a dragon-like creature with a composite appearance, featuring attributes of various animals, including a turtle's shell and a lion's body. It is known for its invulnerability, particularly its tough, protective shell. Unlike traditional dragons, which are typically depicted with a more uniform reptilian appearance, the Tarasque's mix of animal features and its defensive capabilities set it apart. This creature's unique look and the stories of its terrorizing the French countryside before being subdued by Saint Martha make it a distinctive figure in French mythology. The Peluda first appears in medieval French folklore around the 13th century. The Peluda is a dragon-like creature known for its unique defense mechanism, quills that can be shot as projectiles. It has a thick, spiky hide covered with these dangerous quills, making it a formidable opponent. Unlike traditional dragons, which typically rely on fire-breathing or sheer strength, the Peluda's primary weapon is its ability to launch its quills at enemies. This distinct feature sets it apart, highlighting its unique place in French mythology. The Peluda's quills and projectile ability make it a notable deviation from the more commonly known dragon traits. The Zmey appears in early medieval Slavic legends and folklore. The Zmey is often depicted as a multi-headed dragon with fiery breath and immense strength. It is known for its aggressive nature and is frequently portrayed as a malevolent force. Unlike traditional dragons, which typically have a single head, the Zmey's multiple heads can make it even more dangerous, as each head can operate independently in battle. The ability to breathe fire and its sheer physical power set the Zmey apart as a fearsome creature in Slavic myths. Its multi-headed nature and fiery abilities make it a distinctive figure in the dragon lore of Eastern Europe. The Vouivre first appears in medieval French folklore around the 12th century. The Vouivre is depicted as a winged serpent with a precious stone, often a ruby or emerald, set in its forehead or held in its grasp. This dragon-like creature is known for its association with water and treasure. Unlike traditional dragons, which are typically fire-breathing and heavily armored, the Vouivre's most notable feature is its jeweled stone, which is said to grant it various magical abilities. The Vouivre is often considered a guardian of rivers and hidden treasures, using its gem to protect and locate riches. Its serpentine body and unique association with precious stones differentiate it from other dragon types in European mythology. The Cockatrice first appears in European folklore and bestiaries around the 12th century. The Cockatrice is depicted as a creature with the body of a serpent, the head of a rooster, and sometimes wings. It is renowned for its lethal abilities, including a gaze that can turn creatures to stone or kill them instantly, similar to the basilisk. Additionally, its breath is said to be highly poisonous. Unlike traditional dragons, which are typically large and rely on physical strength or fire, the Cockatrice's primary weapon is its deadly gaze and poisonous breath. Its unique blend of serpent and bird features, along with its petrifying and venomous abilities, make it a feared creature in European mythology. So there you have it, all 16 different types of dragons from mythology. This exploration of dragon types highlights the enduring appeal and imagination these mythical creatures inspire. If you enjoyed learning about these legendary beings, please like, comment, and subscribe for more mythological content. And remember, stay curious and keep questioning.